After Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus and tragically took his own life, the remaining 11 apostles faced a crucial decision. They needed to restore their number to 12, a number deeply symbolic in Israel's history. God's choice for this role was Matthias, a man whose life was a quiet testament to faithfulness, obedience, and a readiness to serve. The apostles established clear criteria for the new member. As Acts chapter 1 tells us, it had to be one of the men who had been with them the entire time the Lord Jesus went in and out among them, beginning from the baptism of John until the day he was taken up from them. This person would become a witness with them to his resurrection. Matthias fit this description perfectly. He had been a steadfast follower from the very beginning. His selection came through prayer and the casting of lots. This process wasn't a game of chance. It was an act of profound trust, demonstrating their reliance on God's sovereignty to guide their decision. Matthias may not have been the most prominent disciple, but he possessed the qualities God values most. He was present, he was faithful, and he was ready to act when the call came. Once chosen, Matthias immediately joined the apostles in their mission to spread the gospel. He didn't hesitate. Tradition tells us he preached with great diligence in regions like Cappadocia and near the Caspian Sea, with some accounts suggesting he even traveled as far as Ethiopia. He served humbly, bringing many to faith and strengthening the young, fledgling church. His obedience and dedication were vital, allowing the message of Christ to flourish even as the original disciples began to face martyrdom. He embodied the principle Jesus taught: whoever wants to be first must be last of all and servant of all. Like most of the other apostles, Matthias eventually faced a martyr's death for his unwavering faith. Some traditions say he was stoned by his own people, while others report he was crucified. Regardless of the exact circumstances, he remained steadfast to the end, completing the sacred work that God had entrusted to him. The life of Matthias teaches us a powerful lesson. God often calls ordinary people to do extraordinary things. You don't have to be the most famous, the most eloquent, or the most noticed person in the room. What truly matters is your faithfulness, your obedience, and your readiness to answer when God calls. As Jesus promised, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little, I will set you over much." And as the Apostle Paul encouraged, "Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain." As we reflect on Matthias, we also conclude our journey through the lives of all 12 apostles. Their stories are powerful chronicles of transformation, courage, and unshakable faith. Each one came from an ordinary background. They were fishermen, a tax collector, even a revolutionary, yet Christ chose them to carry his world-changing message. They were not perfect. Peter fell and denied Christ, Thomas doubted the resurrection, and others like James de Les and Matthias served quietly in the background. Some, like Bartholomew and James the son of Zebedee, faced unimaginably brutal deaths. Yet, through their flaws and fears, each one ultimately demonstrated profound obedience, courage, and a deep love for their Lord. They lived out the promise from Revelation, "Be faithful until death, and I will give you the crown of life." Their lives offer us timeless lessons. First, faith has the power to transform ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. Second, true courage often demands great sacrifice. Third, humility, obedience, and perseverance matter far more than worldly fame or recognition. And finally, God doesn't call the perfect. He calls the willing. As we close this chapter, let's remember that the apostles' faith was not without cost. It demanded everything from them, but it changed the course of human history. Their legacy lives on today through the Holy Scriptures, through the global church, and in the hearts of millions of believers. May we honor their memory not just with words, but with our actions by living boldly, loving fully, and walking faithfully with Christ each day. As Jesus said, "Let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven." This concludes our look into the lives and deaths of Jesus' disciples. May their courage, their devotion, and their unwavering faith inspire you on your own journey. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this series has blessed you.